Well, hi everybody. Um, my name is Shannon. I guess I should introduce myself because it's been a couple of weeks, and in that couple of weeks, boy, I've sure received a lot of new friends and a lot of new subscribers. Very excited about that, and I really want to take a moment and thank you all. It's flattering. It's very nice. Um, Maybe it's just a curiosity for you. I don't know, but I thank you anyway. My videos are going out to a lot more people now, and I feel a little better about that. Not that it was bringing me down, but it's always a good feeling to know that people are taking some kind of interest or sharing the interest. But anyhow, once again, my name is Shannon. If you care to respond, what's yours? I'd really like to know. Um, I've got quite a few things to cover. Um, Maybe irrelevant, but I'm just kind of, it's been a few weeks, like a month or so. So I thought I better put out some videos. But a lot of things have happened. Um, right after made my last video, unfortunately, I was victimized. Um, I live in a little apartment. You know, I lost my home. I haven't gone into detail about that, but I lost my home of 24 or 5 years about a year or so ago. And I moved into a local apartment nearby so that my son uh, could stay around the neighborhood, around his friends, and make it to school easily because I get up and go to work and leave him to himself to get up and make it to school. So it was important that I be nearby. Well, I rented this crappy little apartment that I never have been happy with, and I think it's been a, a burglary waiting to happen, and certainly it did. Um, just about a month ago now. They broke in while my son was at school and I was at work, and they could have taken a whole lot of other things and done a whole lot of other damage, but they only got away with two things that were really important to me. Once you know, um, I always kept a pistol. You know, I've had a pistol that I got from my father. My parents were killed a couple of years ago, and it was one of the heirlooms of their personal items that we divided amongst us children, and I happened to get his pistol, or one of them, and it was my protection. You know, I never would really think about using it unless I was in utter danger, but it was always there, and I was always comforted by the fact that I had a little handgun. Well, they stole that, of course, and they stole my jewelry box. I had a jewelry box, you know, with some heirloom pieces in it that I got from my parents, and my parents had given me from my grandparents. So there were some items in there that couldn't be replaced, and um, my old wedding rings, you know, I had some gold and some diamonds in there, some nice charms and some nice um, necklaces and bracelets and rings and, you know, jewelry box stuff, and gone. They took it. And I'm so upset about that. I'm just upset. So anyhow, this past month, in November my lease was up, going into December. So at the beginning of the month, I informed my landlords that I was going to be moving, and I am. I'm moving. I'm going to begin moving on the 19th. Hopefully, I'll get it done by Christmas Day. That's my plan, is to move that week, and then kind of get settled in the following week after Christmas because I've got those days off, like about I think it's 10 or 11 days off from my work for the holiday season. So I need to take advantage of that and and get things done. But I really can't afford to make this move. But I'm uncomfortable here anymore, being victimized, number one. And I always was uncomfortable because I just don't like this place, really. It really, I don't know. I'm not comfortable here, and when you're not, you need to change that. So I gotta go. Um, I'm only going to go a few miles south of here, which makes it a little more difficult for my son to get to school and for me to get to my employment. It's a couple of miles further. So everything costs more. More gas, more travel. The rent is, well, they were going to raise the rent here where I am, so it's pretty equivalent. My rent's going to be about the same as it always was. And but the accommodations, I hope and I think, are better. You know, the facilities are nicer. Um, I can just tell immediately that there's a lot of other things about it that are much nicer than where I presently reside. So, wish me luck with my move. It's a big deal for me, but I need to do it. I wish I could buy another place, but times are bad for me still. Anyhow, I'm going to end this video. That was just an update on some tragedies that have happened recently and make another one about some transition stuff. Okay? So, again, thank you, all my new subscribers and friends. I look forward to watching your videos and hearing from you. And I'm very excited about your subscribing. So, and for the ones that do just drop in and checking me out, saying hello, happy holidays to all of you. Be safe and see you all soon. Okay? Bye.